Hello guys, let's today play a quick 10-minute game and try to learn something new. Okay, so we got black here, and as you might know, okay, if you would have played e4, I would have gone for Sicilian, but since he plays e4, let's see if we can play something similar where we still Fianchetto or black bishop. Okay, so this opening is called Grunfeld, guys. So I'm trying to play Grunfeld setup. Okay, so she played there. It's one of the trick. I can play for trick, but should I play for trick is what I'm thinking. Like I can play c6 and then try to check here and pick up his bishop. But if he doesn't fall for trick, it's waste of my time. Okay, let's not play for such tricks early on. So let me just castle right now. Here he's going there. Now I can play for that trick. Now it's make even more sense to play for that trick because since he brought his queen, he may most probably pick that pawn. At which point I can just go check and pick this. Yep, this tricks has worked. I just won a piece for a pawn. And sadly, he will also be losing his castling rights. Yeah, this worked quite well for me. Okay, right now I need to move back. Let me think where I want to move. Okay, go there. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. I do want to castle now. Is there anything else that I want to do? You can go check here. Check from a4, and then he brings his pawn. Then go a3, and then he can try to attack this, harass this rook. That can be a plan, but right now I am more focused on development in the early phase. Just want a pawn, want a piece for a pawn. So I should just try to develop, castle, go to safety, and then try to attack. But of course, we will not allow to do that easily. So let me think what I have to do. One of the move that I see is strike at the center right away. And to be fair, that could be a good move as well. First, push d5, d sorry e5, my pawn, attacking his queen. He has to react, right? So, yeah, let's see. He has to react. I'm counting on that. If need be, I can castle on long as well, bringing my rook directly facing his king. Okay, I think he understood that he's losing the game and he quickly left it. So let's review it by the way. So when he attacked my pawn on d5, sorry, on e4, I was pretty certain that I'll be winning that piece and I'll be trapping him. So if I see, yeah, he messed up in the opening. Yeah, he lost the piece there. Let's see. Let's quickly review. Should I have move that early c6, the trap, or I wait for the right time? Okay, guys. So first of all, this setup I want to explain, right? So I like to play Grunfeld defense whenever opponent play d4 kind of setup, right? So again, I play for the setup. So irrespective of what he does, most of the time I try to play these moves. Okay. One important thing here to notice is when you play d5, d5 should only be played when he brings his knight to uh, basically c3, right? And idea is if he because if he captures, you capture, and then he can occupy the center, and then it should not move back. Okay, you should be able to take this. But suppose there was no knight here. Okay, so just for an example, instead of playing this, if you played here something like this, and then you play this, he takes, you take, now he go here. Now you do not have a piece to capture here, right? And see, because of that, since you do not have, it's showing engine evaluating it as better for white, right? 0.8. But if you go the other way around, where instead of developing the knight to f3, he developed knight to c3, right? Now if I play d5, okay, and then he takes, just quickly I want to show that line, and then he pushes this pawn, right? See, here earlier it was 0.8, right? But since you have a knight here, it's only 0.3, because idea is you can take it. Once he plays here, the idea generally plays is that you first develop your bishop on this long diagonal, okay, where you are targeting c3 pawn. If this pawn moves, then you have a attack, x-ray attack on the rook, right? That is one of the idea. And then something moves, then you can quickly, even before castling, you can move it here, right? So basically idea is if he takes, you can directly attack with check, right? And then you can pick up this rook. Yeah, so you can just go ahead and pick this up. And even better move is this. Yeah, let me understand this line quickly, and then you can. Yeah, so those are some of the idea of Grunfeld defense. So basically you try to let white build a big center, like you see he has 3 pawns, but now you just chip away at the center from far. So basically you develop your bishop here and then try to attack this way, like, okay, let me draw arrow, like you move your pawn to c5, then your knight to this square, then your queen to this square, right? And then you are attacking the center, like wrestling this pawn, wrestling this pawn, all these things. So that is the idea behind this Grunfeld defense, some of the idea. And then in another rapid game when we'll be playing, if I get to play Grunfeld defense, we'll see how I tackle other middle game ideas and the end game that leads to it. Okay. So for now, we'll stop with this game. I'll try one more game and then we'll call, we'll stop the streaming. So let's try one more game quickly. Okay, so here again I'll try Grunfeld setup. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm getting the main line again, but this time it doesn't take, and we do not want to take it either. Yeah. Okay, good. So now should I take this? Take this, he'll take, then push on, or take here. No, I cannot take there for sure. Like I cannot take this pawn because, oh sorry, yeah, I have to, yeah, if I would have taken this pawn, right? So basically my knight would have been a free piece and he could have captured it. So that is what I was trying to say. Okay, now let me quickly think. So one of the setup is to play c5, right? If you remember, and that we can play here or not is what I'm trying to calculate. Generally I like to play that. So let's see. I think we should be able to play that here. Okay, so now he takes here. Okay, now he most probably will come to this square to attack this, but first of all I want to defend the pawn and build a pawn chain, right? So What am I missing is what I'm trying to think. What if I take here first? Or I can defend with my bishop, like move this to here, right? I can do that as well, and then I can kick this knight. Because if I push it here, I create a weak square on e6, and I don't want to do that now immediately. Yeah, I have to think what needs to be done here though. For now, let's play here, then we'll see what we can do. He'll bring his queen for sure to c2, further attack this. At that point, we can take in the center. Then once he takes, why not take in the center right away? I could have. Let me think. Okay, that's good. Wait a second, but if I take d2 pawn, he'll move his rook. If I move here, he'll just take this. Right. So what I want to do is just first of I want to make sure that this moves somewhere. And then I take, okay, why not give a check here quickly? So if he thinks this, then I can take. Also, I can take it here right now. All of these moves seems very good. Okay, let's go check here. We'll see what should be done accordingly. For now, this check shouldn't be bad. Oh, should have yeah, I think I misplayed this a little bit. Like I'm not losing it yet, but first I would have should have taken this with this bishop. If I would have taken first here, right? Just quickly show it. If I would have taken here, and then he would have brought his rook here. It's not taking the arrow. If he would have brought his rook here, right? Then I would have given this check, and then if queen would have come, I could have brought it my bishop back to this, and then yeah, his queen would have gone for toast. Okay, anyhow, a lot of learnings to be taken from this game. For now, let's play these moves. Okay. I'm just not taking this yet because, yeah, basically I do not see any clear-cut way to protect this pawn, right? Because even rook cannot be brought out. So here, what I can do is go here, then he will take with that, with his bishop. I take, he cannot take it yet. Double is pawn, but that's pretty much it. Oops, I wait a second. Pushes his pawn, then I take here. I have to take it. Okay, now what should be the idea? Okay, thinking what to play now. I need to prepare this before I will try to attack this. Basically, I need to defend against this pawn. Pawn should not become a power pawn. Pawn here should be able to attack this. Right now, I need to defend this for sure. Or does just try to push this pawn is what the game is all about right now. Okay, so you are seeing the middle game here. Here I lost this pawn. I needed to be better. Like the opening itself is not bad. I might have made some tactical miss that I lost this pawn. And I thought I'll have compensation for it. But apparently I do not have much compensation. So I'm just a pawn down, guys. So that's pretty much what it is. Just move back and forth, back and forth. But I think I need to do. This king is getting active. Where my king will get active, that part also I don't know. Yeah, same thing. I need to block all these things. Need to close all these things. If I don't close it immediately, bad might. But I'm like, if I close this position, he should not be able to make a big deal out of his extra pawn. Check. Take this on the check. See where guys might. This should not be that bad. It was pretty bad earlier. Now it is somewhat okay. If it takes, right, I can just bring my rook to here and then we'll have double attack on this square, right? Like both this rook and this bishop will be attacking. Whereas bad arrows. Anyhow, so you get the point, right? So we'll be attacking with this bishop. He's coming. I think so. That's right. No problem. Like he cannot take. Still, he cannot take it. Takes. I can go here. Maybe he can. And he take it. So too many things. So I go here. This is what obviously I'm thinking, right? What does he have? First of all, he has to deal with this check, right? He cannot come and give me check. That's illegal. I go here, remove somewhere. What I do here, here, let's try to take this thing. Why not? Yeah, I'm still thinking to be done. Okay, so I defended this pawn as well as this pawn with this rook. Okay, now I want to see what I want to do. Thinking to move here. Okay, idea is move this rook here, then bring your other rook here. Goes there. It's here. Oh, it's not yet a very clear order. Think only way I can move is with check this one. Otherwise, this pawn will fall. And once I move with check, then I don't see a problem. So now he doesn't have access to these squares. So now if I go check here, here, okay, try this move. Attacking this one, then what? Fine. So let's go here. He's trying to attack this, okay, basically. So basically I stopped his rook infiltration here. Rook a8 could attack my this weakness. Okay, now I'll shut this thing. Now I'm getting some hope to something. I'm very comfortable in this rank. Rook to this f7 square. Next I want to bring here and then maybe infiltrate and check from backside. Let's see if that's even possible. is going to don't know what. I want to go check here and then push back and come back here. And that would be the idea basically. Just repeat. See if he agrees to draw. Any position is equal, guys. And depending from this now, this here quickly. Okay. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay, I lost on time, guys. But this game was still equal for me. Like I could still just supported. I could have basically lost a pawn, but still I should have no problem equalizing this as long as the bishops were on board. So let's quickly look at it if our thought process was correct. Yeah, so this. So generally we are not getting much d5, so I need to get stronger in the d4 line, basically in the Grunfeld. But so far so good, right? So this is also right. This is also right. Okay. So once he moves back his bishop, I am supposed to take it. Okay, okay, fine. Still, it's not any blunder or so. Okay, so this is actually a blunder. Once he moves here, this is bad. Yeah, I just said I just missed by one move. Like, and he was correct at pushing maybe that. Otherwise, I would have taken it. This is also correct. Okay. Yeah, I temporarily thought about this move. Like, why not push it further? But then he could have moved it back. So what was the idea? Basically, if I say I don't do that and I push it, okay, so it takes it. So now the engine line will be quite weird. Now see, instead of it saying that instead of you taking the bishop back, you just try to counter attack. So what if it goes there? Then just check. Okay, then he moves it back. Then you can take. Okay, so this way, how you win a pawn, and basically you also protected your pawn on b7. Now he's saying to not come this way, but come this way. What is the idea? There is no target on this diagonal, so maybe that's why he wants it here. Okay, it goes like this. We go like. What if he tries to push forward? Try to push forward. Okay, just take it. And then you don't take it. You try to go and try to exploit his weakness on this diagonal. Suppose it takes, just for an example, the idea we see. Okay, okay, go here, go with check here. I will take this. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So beautiful. Win and win. see this game he cannot move. So basically if I come this, take it, take it. As it can do that. Like another, can not even take that with our user. Basically go for checkmate. Okay, basically yeah. So there was two more I was considering, like this move or pawn here. So this is better because once he goes here, next move itself is, yeah, this was great. Okay, great game, great learning. Okay, yeah, okay, we'll stop our stream here. Okay, so any query you have, guys, please post it out. If you want to learn how to play chess, let me know. Ping it in our comments, and please like and subscribe. That's it for today. We'll stop the stream.